Collective, what's good? I'm your Mile High Priest, wildin' and free, chillin'. I'm still a little bit nasally, and I haven't been able to plan accordingly. Not that you can tell that I even address such a thing on this channel. I'm so sorry about all the wheezing and nasal. I may cut. I have a box of Kleenex and some trusty coconut water. But I've been, like I told you, I've been moving a lot and traveling everywhere. I was in a dry climate and I'm in a very humid climate. So things are haywire. I want to just start with the channeled messages. Keep going, you're going in the right direction. Very typical, like positive affirmation, affirming you positively. But here's where there may be some kind of detrimental aspects to what is happening. This moon in Cancer is supercharged, meaning it will ping, and what I mean by ping is like it talks to all the planets. So it's like the moon is on the stand, right? And so the defense and the prosecution, everyone is like talking to the moon. I think Uranus has a lot of just a lot to say, right? And it's a good, maybe we don't need to remind everyone that they can just it's that vibration of like tapping someone on the shoulder and reminding them like, hey, you can always shift your perspective. Which I know isn't easy, but there's like an easy, in some instances, it's like looking at things just differently. Like people, maybe we get so I'm a master of like, it's even like those puzzles. Like I don't know why I'm from that generation that used to read the Sunday paper comics, and we've lost a lot of that. But what I'm trying to say is there are puzzles, there were brain kind of puzzles, and I know people still work on and enjoy, and some of us do it for entertainment, and some of us do it because we're trying to keep our brains from like dulling out. So it's that type of scenario where you get stuck on something, like the word doesn't fit in your crossword puzzle, and then someone comes along and just hints at a different word, or say someone is helping you with the crossword puzzle, gives you the answer, and in your mind, or in that moment you're like, wow, I was so stuck on this word. So it's like the moon is on the stand. The moon is joyful and doesn't care because every day is different. Happy new moon in Cancer, by the way. Oh my gosh, my wheezing is so, I'm so sorry. I want to address also, well, we've addressed the Sabin Oracle image. I know we were attuning it more to that kind of expansive, like drunk on love. I did another reading after that for the other channel, and I know I can be facetious in a way where like Mercury is like, what? Well, I have something to say. Like, what is love is Love is just fun. Love is love about a person, and love is funny. And right now, love you, love your journey. So that's where the Sabin Oracle image comes in. It can be a lot about like people seeking you, especially if you are in that proverbial the tarot world of like, you are the Empress, you are magnetic, you are ever so attractive. And yeah, when you're highly attuned to spirit, God, your guides, if you're flowing, even I think of like lunatic astrology. She's well, maybe she's really spiritual, but her channel's all about astrology, but I see her just so attuned and so magnetic. But she's just in her astrology zone, right? So it's that thing, it's like you're like in your zone, you're at work, you're like, go away, like I'm at work. And it could be that sort of feeling of being objectified, and it's nice to be like gawked at, and it's nice to enjoy being perceived and receiving attention, especially from, you know, the opposite, whoever you are naturally attracted to. Receiving attention from those folks, it is alluring, and we do tend to have those like desires as a being, as a human, being human. But in comes in the vibration of like Uranus in Gemini, and Pluto in Aquarius, Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries, all the warrior goddess spirits, and all the warrior goddesses are here. It could be touch and go, or it could be a struggle, right? If you give in too much. And take it from me, maybe not exclusively from me. That's not what I mean, that I'm this like know-it-all, although I sometimes pretend to be, but it's giving into the anxiety, like the Jupiter in Gemini, Mars in Gemini, vibration of the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Know that you should be moving ahead. You shouldn't be bogged down by, so switch lanes, but not to get away, not to drive fast and far away. Switch to your lane to relax, to enjoy forward movement, right? So the vibration of the Chariot, which is, it starts now, Cancer, and then it goes until the end of the year. And it is a marker. We are, if we attune to the Gregorian calendar, it's like we're 6 months in and there's 6 months left to the year. If we attune to the lunar astrological calendar, we just ended the last season of eclipses, and we're now beginning the new season of eclipses that occur in September, late September. I don't have those exact dates. So this point right now, this like midsummer, midwinter point, it is the birth. It's bring in the light. You bring in the light. You bring in the light. I want to be in motion. Those are the keywords in this channeled message. But is it relative to what you're getting away from? Is it in attack? Is it in reaction? And yes, you could be rebelling. So if your choice is to act for something or in favor of something, then really hone in on the Chariot, right? Like you really want to make sure you have a willful direction that I used to scream about. Like I used to read tarot so funny. I've been through a lot of different like phases with tarot, and I love tarot so much, and it recently has changed a lot, partly or largely I could say due to just me enjoying the YouTube tarot folks, being exposed to a vast community, especially women of color and Black women. So I don't know. I have to sometimes honor and credit folks where it's due, and so perhaps I mention this in this manner because it's credit where it is due. And although I perceive like a shift, it's not in reaction, and it's not an act against. It's a favorable, accommodating movement forward. Astrology teaches us to never suppose that we are static. I think that's what's, maybe I don't want to say it this way, but I'll say it this way. My disclaimer, like, I don't want to say it this way, but astrology and tarot aren't static. They were never meant to be static entities. They are archetypes. Archetypes are in what's the word? Like they are meant to evolve. Like it's integrated. Evolution is an integral aspect of an archetype. An archetype contains aspects of psychology, which is evolving, ever evolving. It involves research, which research is a study, and to study something means to move with it, not to appropriate it, not to satisfy a quench or a thirst, or to quench a thirst. So again, it's not like I'm saying leave it to us. But it is like allow people to help you to see where you are too stuck. Again, I don't say this to mean that I'm immune. By no means am I immune. I'm very hard-headed and stubborn. And the reason I was like very teary-eyed yesterday is because I have evolved a lot from that. Like, and I'm allowing people to, I'm listening to folks, and sometimes I'm like, I've listened to the wrong folks for so long, but that doesn't mean those folks are removed from my my vicinity. Like I still deal, and I don't mean to say deal, I still come across a lot of hard-headed asses. Like, get your booty out your, you know what I mean. I'm gonna pause so I can but this is a good time to introduce to you. So we've talked about the kind of overall craziness that is this Uranus zone, Uranus moving into Gemini, kind of agitating Jupiter, Mars, the moon being on the stand, and what that means for this new moon, the creative, chaotic, magical, a new flavor of chaos magic, I suppose. Disruptive force, but not the kind of tech bro disruption. It's more of like an astrological disruption. The moon on the stand, and us really understanding the moon in its pure whimsical I don't give an F. But this is a new moon. I also want to say that I always want to make sure to honor the quarter moons. So yes, the moon at large, the bigger picture. Uranus is like the bigger picture, but Uranus is like also trickery. It's effery. It's like you thought you knew, and a lot of people are so smart that they think they know it all, and we get kicked swiftly in the, but Uranus is sort of like taking your head and not in support of violence, but the planets will do as such. So let me what I was about to say is this is a good time for me to cut away and display my poem, if I can call it that. I'm not a trained poet or whatever. I write sometimes, but I'm not a writer. Okay, so but you can comment about my writing. You can comment about my monologues, my talks. Thank you for coming to my talk. Here's that clip and then I'll be back, okay? The power of love, heaven sent. A time to create, omit fights. Succumb to no one. Two of Cups. Mirrors confine you, lost in lust. Desire defines them. Rush out of there now. Gusts of wind. Meet me at the cross. 12:13. We will break mirrors against grains. The rebel within. Now awaken. Again, I'll pause if I feel too nasally, like I have to blow my nose. I have the Moonology here. I did want to pull some. My phone is also acting really funny, and I'm using my phone as a as the lens camera device, so things may not seem as clear. Wow, expect powerful change. This I promise to you. I came up. This came up. Wow. I came up. Wow. This came up in the last reading I did, which I posted on the other channel. Wild. Okay, well, we're gonna leave this one. This is the new moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. And I mean, we've been talking about it, right? I promise you, I don't conjure up like, wow. I want to admit to you that this is not due to pride or conceit or like, oh, I'm so good, I'm so cool. Like, while I'm a magical practitioner and spiritual practitioner, I don't conjure like the cards in a way where I just mean I'm reading and like I'm channeling and I'm here for you guys. Like there's a reason why we talk about what we talk about as tarot readers, right? As oracle readers. So this is a powerful moon. But what I'm gathering from this new moon eclipse card is that you are meant to create this change, like as always with manifestation. Like it's never going to be done for you, but this is a monumental moon. It's made of magic, and it wants you to create magic by honoring that momentum, that forward movement. Like, yes, get in the car, yes, drive. No, don't like speed through it. Remember, speed is what makes haste. So you're not getting away, you're going towards what you desire, what you truly desire. Though it may be arrows, is it lust? Maybe check that. That's like the oil needs to be changed. The wheels are flat there. Like, if your desire is like, I don't want to be that person, but perhaps it really isn't about them at the moment. Like, it really, like, it could be about your family, it could be about your friends, it could be about someone you love or someone you want, but it shouldn't be that you're doing it to gain their love. And most of you, I think a lot of you understand this. I'm getting a lot of like peppers. I don't know why. Sometimes I taste things, and right now I can't taste anything, but I'm tasting like peppers. Those like bell peppers, those sweet peppers, those not so much the spicy peppers, but the flavorful ones, the colorful ones. So here we have new moon in Leo. We have new moon eclipse and new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. What follows the new moon in Cancer is a new moon in Leo. So again, the next 3 months are huge. This is like climbing the ladder, but to magical success, not to corporate success. Although, hey, earlier I was getting the vibe, wow, we have new moon in Virgo. We've already had this reading. Today marks a new moon in Cancer. What follows in consecutive order is a new moon in Leo, and then the new moon in Virgo. Like, no joke, right? Look at the calendar. Yeah, I'm like, no, there's no joking around here. Although we love to laugh, although I am a joker. My sisters love to remind me that I am the joker. This my sister painted this, by the way. This is wild. I want you to know too that your hard work will pay off. Persist, insist, and you shall exist in the new confident city, the city of gems. Okay, Manipura. Confidence is your key to success. So the solar plexus leads us to the heart center. Right now, yes, we were talking about lusty woes, right? Like the desires. Is it them that's gonna lead you to your kind of like salvation? You don't need to see it as like salvation either. I know sometimes I get a little like lost in the sauce with all the spiritual words, or like the astrology or the religious connotations. It's not really like that. It's more it's more about checking that, like, can they also meet you there? Can they meet you at the cross, right? So depending on whatever reader you're watching, whichever reader you're watching, it's like the mirror souls could be this like beautiful exalted love, like divine, like love making. And then on the other hand, it could be like the mirror is like your shadow, like showing up, the projections, the narcissistic behavior of it all, right? Wow, we have new moon in Scorpio, balsamic moon, a time for healing, and first quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. We were just going off about quarter moons. this Scorpio person, the Scorpio moon is very much that sacral chakra. Like, is it scary to think that they may not be at the cross, like they may not be able to meet you there? Is it scary to say? And again, I'm not instilling fear. It says work through your fears of making it there alone, but not being there alone. Like, if it's not your child, if it's not your family, if it's not someone you're caring for already, that you care for a lot, like as in you really, like, you have both acknowledged that there's this is not even a divine contract, like it's like reality. I don't want to sound like that mean person, like that strict Saturnian person, or like that cold Aquarian, or like the fiery Aries leader, like this Aries rising that I am. Like, come on, let's go. Like, I'd want you to really clear your mind from that. What I wanted to say is like the aesthetic, the all those fun, fancy, beautiful love stories that we all come up with. Like, you know, I would prefer that the tarot world opens up to the healing, not to heal for a twin flame or a mirror soul, but to heal for thyself. Like, heal and work through your fears. Heal yourself so that you can look in the mirror. Yes, the color's purple, like the crown chakra, and why would you want to clear them from your crown chakra? So that you can bring in the color, bring in light. 2 months, in 2 months. So this is juxtaposed, right? Because the eclipse marks the it really is like the darkest point. Like, eclipses can be, even they block them depending on whether it's a new moon eclipse or full moon eclipse. Either the moon's like full bloodied red, or it's a ring of fire, or the sun is totally blocked, and you know, it's a very heightened time of superstition. But how are you going to bring the light? It's up to you, and that's the task at hand. Whether you see it as like highly spiritual or highly divine or super astrological, astronomical, it's you. It's not your lover who's going to it's not who you're lusting after who's going to bring the light in. So maybe I'm not telling you not to want them. Like, maybe I'm not telling you that to stop wanting them. What I'm telling you is focus. Baby, can you focus on you? That's always a message along these parts. How? By committing to healing, by committing to the test. Okay. This is a test of the emergency love system. Like, is it the love of their body, the love of what they create, what you think they can create for you, what you think you can create with them? Right now, a lot of things will flip. Like, we're going into a time of standing in that This is not about standing alone, being alone, but this is really about like honoring how much power you have as an individual and how you're going to bring that into the collective. Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus in Gemini, local to global. Think as one of my favorite, or actually one of my greatest astrological teachers besides my Virgo astrologer, they are a Aries astrologer. Merlin Rick Levine, okay. His saying is think, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting it. Think locally, act globally. Okay, so yes, Gemini and then Aquarius. Gemini is local, Aquarius is global. Gemini is the mirror, is the twin, is the flame, is you. Aquarius is like, we don't care about none of that. We don't, the flame, what's the little flame gonna do? What's the mirror gonna do? What are you going to do for the all? Work through those fears, enlighten. It's not about enlightening yourself. It's about enlightening yourself to the fears. It doesn't stop there. It should never be like, I'm enlightened. It should be like, what are you enlightened to? It is I am, period, right? I am that I am. But it is not I am enlightened. It is what are you enlightened to? I'm enlightened to my fears. I'm enlightened to my path. I'm enlightened to my desires. I'm enlightened to my needs, desires. I'm enlightened to the truth, okay? I'm gonna suppose now. I suppose I shall suppose, because I'm about to have to clear the throat. Full moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off, because the end of a tough cycle. Okay? After Sagittarius comes Capricorn, okay? What are you being enlightened to? The path, the end of this tough cycle, and how you're going to get there. I'll be right back. Okay. All right now. I didn't mean to put all the cards away, but I grabbed those. The new moon in Virgo is lost in there. The new moon in Sag, the new moon in Capricorn, and the new moon in Aquarius those are the next trios, right? Right now, this trio of moons up ahead, new moon in Cancer, which is now, the new moon in Leo, and the new moon in Virgo. And we maybe mentioned this during the new moon in Gemini. So that new moon in Virgo is just that potent midway point. For now, let's gather archetypes, and then I'll lay down some animals. I may not go through all, because I just want to start clarifying with the tarot. Okay, yes, the venom, the empty room, and the unseen. Okay. The heart. Wow. The heart. Yes, the new moon in Virgo is that heart center, right? Like going to the heart by clearing the mind via the Aquarian zone. The venom can be... it can seem like that's what the heart wants. Card number 63, I'm so sorry. 68 may be a significant number to you, or an age, or a year. This is a marker of many new cycles. So maybe what happened then, whether 68 years ago or 1968 perhaps, or where you're going to in 2068. I don't know if I'll make it there with you. Or maybe this is an age marker, right? It's what's unseen. We have, what's the empty room is card 20. Is it card 13? I'm sorry, 42. So the number 13, very significant. It has been. And then here's card 27. 27 is that Saturn return. So, you know, we all love a Saturn return. That's what brings us to astrology. It's what brings a lot of us to astrology, right? The number 27 is a huge milestone, especially for artists. There's a lot to say about the voice box. The empty room is like a box. It is, obviously it is more, it's a room. It's not just a box, but a room can be like a box. So is it that you're letting components, content spill out of the box? Is it that you've opened Pandora's box? Maybe perhaps, yeah, it's time to let a lot of that out. In my reading earlier, I spoke of sacred rage. But sacred rage isn't about like screaming and, or earlier I was texting with my Virgo and BFF. Every Pisces needs a Virgo, right? Or a couple. A couple of Virgos. I'm like, I break shit every day. I don't need a, what do they call them in the States? A smash room. I'm like that. That's funny because that's ridiculous that we would call it that, because if we remember correctly, that show, Jersey Shore, which is insane. They had a smash room, but it was, I think you understand what it was called. I don't know why I'm laughing about that. It is funny, but I'm sorry to bring up something so facetious in this like very inspiring reading, I suppose. But Venom is just about not letting confidence become a detriment, meaning like now that you want to speak up, do you really have to say that? Is it that you have the confidence now to go tell them what you've always wanted to tell them? Perhaps it's more justified to let the unseen is like, let bygones be bygones, let bygones be gone. And yes, I was referencing the smash room because it could mean like let your sacred rage speak in a different way, where it could be. And this is the other thing, is like a lot of the times we think that we know why we're doing it, but there's, especially with those things, it's deeply psychological. Like for you to take part in like screen therapy, it means you are in the vicinity of like psychological realm. So you may need a doctor. You don't just go and scream for screaming's sake, but that could be a relief, right? There could be relief in that, but also make sure you are using the tools around you. And by tools, I don't mean to like sound offensive, but like therapy is a tool and psychology is a tool. And I'm not trying to go into that, like say, contact your therapist. It's more like ringing in the left ear, divine feminine. It's more like bring fire, bring light to that, bring more light in, perhaps practices, so that you're not involved in like a medical thing, unless you want to be, right? Unless you have that privilege or green light to go to, or access to those sorts of tools like a therapist. But maybe you're seeing that they can help you see, but it really isn't like that. It's more like in letting the bygone be a bygone, you forego the burning of the bridge, but so you can still cross the bridge to the heart, right? And suddenly you realize like your means of travel could be like by boat. And this is very symbolic, so it doesn't have to be a reality. Or could it? Like, maybe the room changes, and the room isn't static, which is what we were talking about earlier. Like, does everything have to be a static representation? Does the empty room have to be a static representation of what we know, like what we understand as a room? Could the room actually be like a boat, like a boat? Maybe it's not in the shape of a box or a room, but it's like a vessel, like a room is a vessel, and then it moves you through, it helps you to move through rage, and it becomes a sacred movement. The water is cleansing, the forward movement is a relief. There's no need to even consider bridges or burning bridges. It is just like you're on a boat. You don't need a bridge, right? You just need to be careful to not smack into the bridge. Which is not funny. I know it's not funny. Okay. I shall wrap this up. A lot of fear, y'all. Y'all are fearful of some things, of the unseen. What's up ahead, right? Maybe you are on the stand, like the moon. The moon is on the stand, and you're used to just going day by day. You're wow. Okay. There's a lot to say about like what you want to say, who you want to scream at, who you wow. Okay, we have the fish. Watery fish, Saturn. And the whale. Oh my gosh, were we talking about the whale? In one of my readings on the other channel, I know I keep bringing the other channel up, which is so annoying. I apologize. The sound of the whales, like sound in general, but water and sound healing. Water cleansing, spiritual cleansing, and then water healing. Okay. Something is growing. The lovers try to pop out. Okay, we just want to know where you stand, right? We need the significance of you. Wow. Okay, Daughter of Pentacles, creating magic, learning. Or maybe this is a child, a baby. Yes, a Mother of Pentacles. You feel like a child. You could feel like a child. You could have been born again in the 60s, or wow, Mother of Pentacles. Now you could be that mother. Now you could be the creator of magic, or your magic is sort of out of hands, right? Like it seems like out of your hands, but of course it shouldn't be. Wow. Okay. The lovers, the Gemini, and then Mercury in Cancer. Which is Mercury in Cancer. This is very much family. This is very much your surroundings. So are you limited by your surroundings? Are you being limited by where you're surrounded? So the natural solution would be to move, and maybe you do want to move, or maybe you find yourself in too many others' conversations. Maybe you are the center of conversation. Maybe your choices become the center. Maybe a big choice that your child has made is seemingly going against you, or maybe you have gone against a motherly type woman figure. Maybe you are supported by women around you anyway. Maybe magically you need to embrace something about domestic femininity, like even magic at home. Maybe you want to manifest a home, being in the right place at the right time. Gemini, the lovers, and then Three of Cups, wanting to experience more, wanting to experience love in a different way, more so mercantilism too. Like, is your business about to boom? Maybe you need to take a class. Maybe you're taking a class. There's a lot to say about magic. I'm sorry to just be like magic. Are you you're a tarot reader? Exposure, feeling unseen, right? We have the unseen card. Wanting to lash out, wondering why. Wow. Okay, let me just like read this stuff. Why would the challenge be the community? Because I mean, I don't know what to tell you at that point. Like, the community will always be a challenge if you want the community to embrace you. You have to choose you, right? Daughter of Wands. Wow. So that's like being instigated to do something, and the Daughter of Wands moves, or again, you're having a child, but there's a third party involved. Like, is it something or someone? Wow. Oh my gosh. Daughter of Pentacles, Daughter of Wands, Daughter of Swords. It really is something has enlightened you to shift your attention. But the attention is on you. Did we not say that? Okay. Wow, tarot. Are you a teacher? You're a teacher. Something, yeah, the truth. Moon in Taurus. Wow, the Justice and the Hierophant. Holy sh! Okay, how is this gonna work out, y'all? The truth. In your power, you are very fair. What you're hoping for is this being justified. What you fear is the organization. Oh wow. Okay. Perhaps it is the courts, right? Did we say that earlier? The courts. Okay. Did someone take something from you? Someone. Okay. Wow. This took a turn. Someone took intellectual, your teachings, right? Someone took your teachings. 5, 6 of Wands. You will be victorious. Okay. What's hidden is coming to light. 444 on my clock, yo. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar, y'all? Okay, look, I'm happy to bring a little giggle to your whatever, but whatever you're working on, keep doing it. Though it may seem unfair, it's coming to fairness. We have 6 of Pentacles, the Justice card, number 8. We have the Hierophant, Major Arcana 5. We have 6. So sandwich between Six of Pentacles and Six of Wands, something unfair coming to fairness by justifiable means, regardless of the entity and organization. You hold the truth, you hold the power, you are being guided to keep doing this, to keep honoring what's happening. It's in your highest and greatest good. We have all the daughters: Daughter of Pentacles, Daughter of Wands, Daughter of Swords, and Ace of Swords. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have the Daughter of Cups, which is fine. We don't need the we don't need the sad boy around here. We don't need a sad boy around here. You got me. The saddest one of all. Oh, look, Two of Cups. Wow. You've learned a huge lesson in health. Health is wealth, baby. Six of Wands, a transformative journey from unfairness, inequality, from people trying to take what's rightfully yours. God speaks. God sends a bolt of lightning. Very, very frightening. Mama, I'm coming home. Mama, wow. Okay, Mama. Someone wrongfully charged, right? This is a lot, y'all. The truth shall prevail. Wow, holy, the Tower. The bolt of lightning. Very, very frightening. Wow. Who did what? That's a lie, right? Temperance. Patience will pay off in 6 months, y'all. No way. No way, Jose. It wasn't us, right? Okay, let's get some clarity. The tarot is wild. How wild could it be? What do I have here? Aries, Pisces, magical human. Pisces, Aries. The Daughter of Pentacles, the seat of the throne of Earth. Okay, someone who is meticulous in the way about them. A very honorable and truthful person. Someone transformative but realistic. Gemini, someone who chose themselves. Someone who stands above the community. Mercury and Cancer. And then we have the Daughter of Wands, the seat of the throne of fire. We have the Daughter of Swords, the seat of the throne of air. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so you not only stand in the truth, not only do you also teach others. It's not like you teach others the truth, but you speak the truth to others enough to like light a fire under their, you know what. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So like you are a truth seeker, speaker, even if it means you have to go through tough times. And I mean like frustrative times. You could have been through something in all those aspects of the mind. Your creative energy dwindled, your magic sort of like fell through, but now the wheel shifts. The Tower card, Mars, Uranus, and then we have the Moon in Taurus, Six of Pentacles. Something unjust in the community then comes to a karmic justice, a fated event. This was it has that quality of like this was meant to happen because of the parties involved. Like either they set themselves up or they try to set you up. But here, no, you God speaks. This is something you may not even see, or if you are if you kind of know that this is happening, it's like you know God is going to come in any minute now. And what was taken from you, what they tried to take from you, it's all given back. And so the court of law could be the planets, right? Mars in Leo. And then we have Taurus, and then we have Libra and Capricorn with the Justice card. Also Saturn. We have a Saturnian Taurus Taurus vibration, but just Taurus in general, masculine. And we also have just like divine feminine with the Mother of Wands, like a transformative person. Someone could have paid someone, or what I mean is like someone could have paid for something to be done against you in the community. Regardless, you kept making the right choices. So there's no way of like handling you. Like they can't handle the truth, is what this says. But the truth is coming. Why all the daughters, right? Why all this creation? Oh my God, the Magician, the Empress, and the Two of Wands. The Eight of Cups, you've walked away. You left. In you leaving, whether you left the community, whether you left this group, whether you left the mindset. Wow, so much itchy and scratchy. You took your power away. You took your magic away. The unseen, it could be seen as a high priestess, like leading up to the Magician. From your justifiable exit, the Empress, in you choosing you and you planning rightfully. Two of Wands, Sun in Aries since April, May. Wow. Okay. You made a decision in April and May to walk away. But you left an empty room behind. You left a lot of people upset because they try to pin something onto you. This is something you may not even know, but it is coming to light. You've taken away their power and you've garnered your magical qualities back. This is not known yet to you, possibly, but you do sit in the throne, right, Empress? Holy mama moly, holy aioli. Okay. What's good, party folks? We have the Empress, Venus in Libra, Venus in Taurus. We have Libra and we have Taurus. We have your justifiable sandwich smeared in aioli between the Six of Pentacles and Six of Wands, a victory from what was unjustifiably, unrightfully taken. Okay? God speaks. The goddess speaks. It's just right around. Right around the corner, y'all. Right around the corner. Because you made the right decision. Whatever plan you executed, that broke the spell. Okay? Whatever you've come back to, you heard the call. Okay? There was a calling. There were guides guiding you. This brings a tower. It's like the tower starts from up here and you're moving up, and the tower is trying to come down, right? I'm sorry, am I like even in frame? It's like you're here, okay? You were pushed down and they were up here. They thought they were. And so they're falling, you're rising, you're gonna be like, hey, and you're gonna keep going up. Hey, what's good? Oh, fancy seeing you here, right? Let me put a wild reading. I hope everything's okay. Obviously, I believe it is, because you come out the Empress. Okay, Empress. And we have the Fish. Expect powerful change in 3 months. Nothing will ever be the same 6 months. self-care, you've done that. Restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement. Movement and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When in balance, adaptable, and travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes mind often. To bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. Wow, okay. So don't worry, is what I gather, like, in your stillness, okay, there's wisdom coming, it seems like it was like you were meant to be pushed out, pushed away, and to experience this like uncentered, unfocused. You're gaining this like level of ancient wisdom that will illuminate and enlighten you to something, right? What are you becoming enlightened to? A justifiable victory, okay? It's yours. It will be yours. It's around the corner. I honor you in your path. For now, a small project to keep you suited and well grounded, okay? A lot of hiccup. Ciao.